It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Eason off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing after the interception. Eason, that's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Second and 12.
He's going to look downfield and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Hunter Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead, and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bengals 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
48-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
36-yard.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
J.K. Dobbins.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on third down, Eason. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4. It's now
following the pickup of 4. Here's second and 6. action. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll let this, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards after one, a 14-3 ball game.
Bengals 14, Colts 3.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score, Bengals 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Malik Collins never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Thompson.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Rager, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
His kick is good.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Cincinnati.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Marlon Humphrey.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. Going for Sanders downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 21-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Colts 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
On the tackle.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
To Hunter Henry.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers again now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
With the score.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll roll him out right. And caught by Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Johnson on the counter. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A carry for the nearby collegiate star, Indiana's Jordan Howard. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers dumping it off for Johnson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Cincinnati.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run here with Jason Huntley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
The 38-yard line.
They go again with Huntley. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
To the running back. Alex Okafor on the tackle.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Johnson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bengals 45, Colts 17.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he locates LaVisca Chenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Rager. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Howard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Oh, Howard coughs it up. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, He motivates your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.